Hi, I just want to make a quick update. I've received some comments recently through an email that I show a number of Merg kits that I plan to use for my layout, and people had said, well, they had had difficulty uh, understanding because they were not electronically minded the build instructions. Well, I'd like to show you some of the great work that has been done by a number of Merg members to make some easier to follow user build guides. So once you've become a member of Merg, you will gain access to the kit locker page. Now, I'm limited to what I can show here due to copyright, so I'm only going to give you a quick, brief view of it. But one of the things we do need is under the CBus Basic kits, and that is this here. Now, you can see the price, but we have a box here which we can click. This brings up a new page on the knowledge base, but what we need to do, if you scroll down the page, you would see here we have this build guide, and this I think is an excellent piece of work by a team of volunteers. Obviously, to see it you would click this here. I'm going to open this separately because I say of limitations. Once you've clicked that link, you'll see now we have a 58-page build guide which goes through step by step the build of the CAN USB 4, which I think is pivotal for us for the LCC. Obviously, there are commercial units available, but again, I would suggest as long as you have practiced soldering, and if you watch the previous video I pointed out Mr. Solder Fix, he shows best practices or definitely ways that will help you become successful in kit building. Now, again, I'd like to say a thank you to the people who have made these guides available, and here you can see the people at the acknowledgements for this design of the kit and all the various sections. And I'd like to point out these guys here who created the build guides, and I must admit I wish these were available when I first started and joined Merg building the DTC2 kit, which is the current block detector. Without showing too much in it, it goes through various sections where you can and how to test them, as well as a step-by-step when you're putting individual components in. So hopefully for people who have joined Merg a long time ago and then had issues, these new design build guides hopefully will help more people become successful in kit building. There is also a build guide for the DTC2 kit 50 here, and that's a 51-page guide. And this, I feel, again, is another fantastic piece of work by, in this case, I think it was the two different people that are involved in creating this. And as I say, there's a big team now looking at all the kits and slowly adding build guides. So I feel this was worth pointing out to the viewers. Obviously, for people who feel they can't build kits, you can purchase through the likes of Tony's Train Exchange some of these NCE BD20s, which I know a lot of people do use. Obviously, depending on the import and getting hold of these, this will give you a single channel. So that's a possible alternative. Another commercial option is this one. Again, this is another single block control point occupancy detector. So, there are options out there for you to choose. Again, there are some that are on AliExpress that you could look at, but personally, I'm going to stick with the Merg kit because I must admit, having built them, yes, I can solder, but they have certainly proved very reliable for what I need. So the other thing I've been doing for the last day or so is the Arduino Mega. I've been working on the 48 output, and again at the moment this is still a work in progress and being tested, but I received a bit of feedback that suggested I change the grouping. And when I first thought about this, I just assumed, well, let's keep it what I thought would going to be easy. But the suggestion was, instead of having it as the way I'd done it, was to change it. So instead of using base 12, use base 10. So I've still gone with the 140 actions, but now it's split into groups of 10. So this should make it easier for, if you want to keep note of it, if you wanted to work on, say, action 34, you'd go to here and it would be this action here. So that one, I've made them changes. Now, it has also been suggested to me, why don't I push it up to 53, use all the available pins, i.e. the digital pins. Yes, I can do that, which would then really need a minor bit of change to the code. So I would then be adding A1 to A5. I've sort of stalled doing that because we are looking at adding the likes of the MCP 23017s, which they would give us 16 channel IOs extra. And then I would need to have 2 of the pins dedicated for the I2C. So that's something we're looking at and working on at the moment. But I just thought I'd give this quick update so people can see, we are actively working on a lot of different ideas at the moment. So once again, thank you for watching, and thank you for those who have liked, shared, and passed comments. As I say, all comments we really enjoy receiving because it gives us some idea of what else we could add to this to make it worthwhile for other users.